Alright, hey everybody, Master here again with My Hero Academia, chapter 246. Last week was interesting. We had the end of the interaction with Hawk's Endeavor, Bakugo, Deku, and Todoroki. And Hawks was obviously trying to deliver a message without seeming like delivering a message, and he gives everyone a copy of the books. The Meta Liberation books. And as he's flying away, we get to see him thinking, like, the commission, I gave them one, they're definitely going to get it. We can't go public with this because there's heroes in the army. But Endeavor, he's a bit slow. He's just slow on the uptake sometimes, so I don't know if he'll catch on. It bugged me having to do what I had to do there, but hopefully he'll catch on. And then we get to see him as an Endeavor in his office, kind of reading the book and picking up on it, seeing that there is a coded message in it. And he finds out about the Meta Liberation Army, 100,000 strong. The League absorbed the Meta Liberation Army, or it was just I can't remember what it was called before, but they're now the Meta Liberation Army. And it was cool. We got to see the cool moment with Bakugo, Deku, and Todoroki talking to the sidekicks. And Bakugo was like, I accept the challenge. We're going to beat you guys to this stuff anyway. And the sidekicks were saying, you guys aren't just going to have anything handed to you. You're going to have to do what we do. You're just going to have to get in there while you can, kind of thing. Interesting dynamic. Deku was just happy to take notes. It was funny when Hawks handed out the books. He was like, oh, it's from the second hero? I got to read this. This is going to be good. He's such a quirk nerd. It's funny. And then we cut to Hawks actually talking to the Meta Liberation Army, and they're reviewing the footage of the spy cameras in his wings and such. And he's just like, I'm doing what you guys want me to do. And they're like, okay, yeah, good. And they watch the footage, and they're like, oh, those three don't look like they've grown at all. And then they're like, Hawks, you can go. And Hawks leaves, but he leaves a feather in the door to listen to what they're saying. And they're basically talking about that Tomura Shigaraki is working on getting a new power, the one that the doctor said he'd help him get. And they said in 4 months, destruction for all. Kind of a play on one for all or all for one kind of thing. So, interesting. But here we go. We're here with 246 message. We got a cool full color spread. Deku's wearing some stuff. He almost looks like he's got Star-Lord's mask thing. Like if he would have hit that thing on his head, it would turn into a mask, but I think it's just headphones. Just a bunch of Class 1A members. Suryu, Ochako. I can't remember their names. It's been so long since we've seen all of them. But yeah, here we go. We open with basically the same shot we had of Shigaraki at the end of last chapter. Him just standing there shirtless, holding a hand. Same shot. Your quirk really blossomed in that last battle. Now it's not only the object you touch, but the things that are connected to that object that get destroyed as well. You've come to embody absolute destruction. And then we get the doctor, and he's wearing a surgeon mask. It looks like he's in his scrubs. He says, I have to ask, why do you seek even more power? And Shigaraki says, when someone offers me something, I take it. And we got a flashback of him looking at the Detonarat guy. It's true, I have no more need for delicate moves, but I doubt this boost has made me unbeatable. Just ask CEO Baldy, he's alive and kicking. Good point. And look at this arm. I went all out one time, and this is what happened. And his arm it looks like it's starting to break down. He says, how many of them are we going to have to face, huh? I'm done taking the heroes lightly. I'll use everything I've got to obliterate the dress All Might left behind. The dress? Oh, dregs. Sorry, that G looked like an S for some reason. Obliterate the dregs All Might left behind. The next time we meet, I'll finish them off. And the doctor says, so all this is to make your enemies miserable. Like master, like student, I suppose. Like master, like student. My research here was originally intended for all for one. With each passing generation, quirks become more mixed, more complex. more ambiguous, more powerful, and more numerous. Though our memory expands faster and faster, our hardware doesn't evolve quickly enough to keep up. There will eventually come a point when people lose control. I call this concept the quirk singularity. And he looks like he's putting on gloves. Shigaraki sits in the seat, almost looks like a dentist seat. Nobody except All For One ever took it seriously. Unless we can tweak the hardware to accommodate our expanding memory, so by hardware he means the body. This is probably where the idea of the Nomu came from. But he says, unless we can tweak the hardware to accommodate our expanding memory, the human race will become unsustainable. We started seeing early signs of this back in the 4th generation. And since he held multiple quirks, he saw this problem as a grave one. Blah, blah, blah. Shigaraki, how long's this story going to take? And then the doctor says, you're like some impatient kid at Christmas. And Shigaraki says, I sure am, all filled with hopes and dreams. For the next 4 months, you'll endure hellish agony. Oh, this is the doctor again. I'm not sure what that's a shot of. And then, oh, wow, we got a crazy shot of, like, Shigaraki's black, and he's got, like, butterfly wings coming out of his back. And then the doctor says, but if you can overcome it, you'll find that you'll have everything in the palm of your hand. The one power that didn't behave as he saw fit, even one for all. One for all. That's Shigaraki. And then the doctor says, yes, out of everything that All For One sought to possess. Then it ends there. It looked like it was going to continue, but on the next page it doesn't. So let me read this again. I felt like I read that wrong. You'll find that you'll have everything in the palm of your hand, even one for all. The one power that didn't behave as he saw fit. And then he says, one for all. Okay, so that's how I should have read it. My bad. And then we cut back to Endeavor. And he says, 4 months from now. And then a shot of somebody I don't know saying, rise to action. Oh, he's walking next to Hawks. And Hawks is thinking, I wonder how many heroes they've got on call. Can't a guy walk down a hall in peace? And what are Shigaraki and his associates really hoping to achieve? I think these are all just thoughts, yeah. He says, my smallest feathers can only eavesdrop at short ranges, so I'm not quite picking up on the key points, and it'll be too late once I do find out. Before then, we'll send signal. If we were to raid this place now... Oh, that was Endeavor reading through the book again. He gets more of a message. Before then, we'll send signal. So that was more of the message to Endeavor. I almost missed that. And then we got Hawks out talking to some weird big guard dude outside at a door. And he's still thinking, if we're to raid this place now... And then the guy says, no entry. And he says, no cafeteria access for me? And then he's still thinking, no, what would be the fastest way? We'd have to expose every last Liberation Army member and their secret stronghold, and every hero working with them. We'd need to catch them all in one fell swoop. There's 100,000. Otherwise, the ones we let slip through the fingers would go on to do some real damage. We got he's the Detnerat guy. You've been handing the book out to heroes. Hawks looks over at him. Detnerat dude looks happy. Hawks doesn't. I cannot remember. I'm just going to call him Detnerat. I can't remember his name for the life of me right now. Detnerat says, not only have you clearly read it, but you've grasped the true essence of what Destro stood for. He's sold. So good to have another true believer with us. And then Twice is whispering in his ear, honestly, I still don't get it. Want to fill me in sometime? And Hawk says, it's not too tricky. And then we're looking at someone's feet. With you spreading the word, our liberation ideology will permeate society faster than ever. Are those might be robotic feet. This might be Detnerat. Your fan base is the 10 to 20 demographic, and winning them over would be huge. And then back to Endeavor, more of the message to him. Bolster our numbers. He's like, ready up. And then Endeavor has a serious look. I'm just supposed to have them work under me? Oh, now we're in a flashback of him talking to some people. Yes, we want the students getting real experience facing villains. I think it'll do you some good as well. Train these kids as best you can, Endeavor. I wonder if they're specifically picking these three like they see the talent. Like this is going to be the next big three. But I mean, all three of them also volunteered, so I don't know. And then we got the Commission. So this is Endeavor thinking. The Commission and Hawks already have some clues about this enemy, and they're prepping in secret. So yeah, so they're trying to pick the strong ones and get them ready. And then he continues, so these trainees are how we'll bolster our numbers? He's skeptical, okay. Except of Todoroki, of course. And then we got Hawks, a shot of Hawks thinking, I'm not so sure about all this myself. Or is this him talking in a flashback? I'm not sure. Are these students our backup in case all goes south? Our insurance? Child warfare? Then we got that burned sidekick lady. The boss only requested Shoto, so the two of you will probably be working with us. Bakugo says, as if they told me I'd get to watch number 1 in action. And Deku is like, we will. Calm down, Kachan. Todoroki says, but that's not what we expected. I'll talk to him. And Endeavor opens the doors. He's thinking trainees as insurance. Bah, I don't accept it. He says, Shoto, Deku, Bakugo. You three with me. Cool shot of his face. I like that. So he's like, no, not insurance. They're going to be part of this. He's thinking of Hawks. He says, it looks like they haven't grown much. Dobby, nice job underestimating the kids. Oh, so this is Hawks. Looks like they haven't grown much. Dobby, nice job underestimating the kids. I made the right move, stealing their glory back there. Yeah, true. Oh, he thought that out like that. And he says, even without me, they would have been fast enough. Well, yeah. I mean, it looked like they were on top of him. I'm not into raising the next generation, but seeing you ready to rise to the challenge kind of changed my mind. I'm glad it's you who showed up. They're already strong. And then he's thinking of, Sukiyami. I think that's the name. I can't remember the Dark Bird guy's name. Sukiyami, I think. And they'll get stronger day by day. So he's just actually picturing all of Class 1A. We got Ochako, we got Red Riot with Fat Gum. Alright. Orcas with the earbud lady. This definitely won't go how the villains are hoping. We're just checking up on all of Class 1A, essentially. They're even faster than me. And then we got All Might looking all decrepit. And then, I think these are Class 1B members? I'm not sure. Yeah, from the other school. And Class 1B. Let's hope that the next time the cherry blossoms fall, we will be smiling. We will all be smiling. Just a shot of everybody. Anyone you could think of in the story, pretty much. They just showed a shot of them. And then we got Bakugo, Todoroki, and Deku all putting on their gear. And chapter end. Next chapter next week. Awesome, no break. Ooh, I feel like there was a lot in this chapter. We got more of Endeavor figuring out the message and getting more of the message, and we get to see him actually kind of seemingly, in my view here, thinking like, no, these three, or at least these three, they're going to be part of this. Like, they're not insurance. Like, these guys are the real deal already. And then even Hawk seeming to have that thought. So, that's cool. We got the Shigaraki talking to the doctor, who I still think is the doctor that Deku saw when he was a kid. He looks just like him. Talking to Shigaraki. Shigaraki's like, I'm done playing around. I'm done sleeping on these guys. I'm getting as powerful as possible. I'm making sure this goes my way. He got damaged from using his own quirk. I've never heard of that before. So, interesting. And then the crazy shot of what he could end up looking like with butterfly wings and crap. That's wild. Or it's either that or it's like a metaphor for the metamorphosis from going through a cocoon into becoming something more powerful. But still, crazy artwork there. It looks really good. And then a little bit of Hawks talking to some of the League people. Really good chapter. And it gets you with the ending here with there's just a quick checkup shot of everybody. it's cool because it gets you pumped. It gets you pumped for the next what's about to happen. It's like something big is going down. The villains just got all this training and power ups, and the heroes are gonna try to gear up. It's looking really exciting, and I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I did, because this is gonna get pretty big. This is getting really good. I love My Hero. I own every volume, English volume so far, so I'm gonna keep it going. And until next time.